Round one, fight.
I hope you like pain.
Round two, fight. Finish him.
Your head will adorn my throne.
Okay guys, I just wanted to share one of the most powerful Mileena builds that I found. It's really good for those difficult boss fights, or maybe a rush through the easy regular towers. Anything works. The build is based on a Sai Slide attack. I'm going to explain that later. I also added low Sai Blast because it has the crushing blow, and since we're using pure and simple augment, which removes any requirements from crushing blows, it really adds nice damage to the build. And the third ability is optional. You can choose whichever you like. I chose playtime. Now, one disclaimer, this build is not good for AI because we're just spamming one attack and AI cannot do that. Okay, I'm going to go over the regular augments first. We have Armor Clad. Armor Clad prevents the enemy from stopping our long distance attack, which we are going to be using a lot. Then Superpowered is needed for those long difficult boss fights since we have more health, and since it's a zoning build, movement speed and jumps are not really critical in here, so we can ignore them. Pure and simple, I wouldn't say it's a critical augment in here, but it adds up really nice damage from the crushing blows. Death Dealer increases overall damage, including the Sai Slide attack. Then we have Fire Sale, which makes it cheaper for us to spam Sai Slide attacks, and we are going to be using that a lot. Creeping Dark increases the damage of the Sai Slide because Sai Slide is a dark damage attack. Now going over the Jinsei augments, we have the most critical to this build is Rising Storm. Rising Storm splits the Sai into 4 and increases also the range that it slides up to 80%. So you can reach your enemy from any distance. And since the Sai is split into 4, if you manage to hit the enemy with all the 4, the damage is multiplied by 4. So you see where I'm going. Looming Darkness. Since the enemy is going to be blocking some of the attacks, especially on harder difficulties, we are still going to be needing that extra damage even if the enemy is blocking, so this one is also critical. The third one, I'd say this one is optional. You can choose any other Jinsei augments if you want, but I use Canon Jinx because it prevents the enemy from escaping my attacks and also prevents the enemy from amplifying attacks on me. Okay, there is one drawback in this build. If the enemy in Test Your Luck Towers, if the enemy has immunity to dark attacks, Sai Slide attack is not going to work here. So you will have to play around with Jinsei augments or maybe choose another fighter. Okay, that's it.